Hello, everyone.
What's up, everybody?
I'm back. Let's see who all we got in here so far tonight. We got, I know I saw, let's see. Oh, we got a lot of people. Gmail Merkel, let's see. Papa's Farm, Teresa Buchanan, Jay Helms, Bug Out, Teresa Buchanan, Anthony Crouch, Miss Metal, Kelsey Hagee. Who else we got here?
Sophia
Gmail
B,
Merkel.
Dusty,
Gmail Merkel.
G Nana, Sherry Leach,
Yeah, Sherry, Tiger.
Tiger, yep. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's up, everybody in the chat? How y'all doing? I ain't gonna go through that whole list. B&J's Little Farm, welcome. Dusty Country Road, hello. Yeah, so obviously I've been gone for a couple weeks. It has been absolute fucking chaos around here for the last 2 months. Just to bring everybody up to speed, if you have orders and they hadn't shipped out yet, plan on getting everything done here in the next few days. But some other things kind of took priority, and it completely fucked my shit up. Hey, Shorty. Hey,
What's up,
C.
Short?
But so a couple 3 weeks ago, after we did the blanket drawing, and I went to school and I told the principal about the money you guys had raised for the blanket drawing. The following week, she asked me. She said, "Look, one of our students, a kid that I taught last year, he's on the wrestling team. He's got stage 4." One of those cancers with like 4 words. It's really, really hard to pronounce. But he's not doing very well at all. And he's on the wrestling team. And she asked me if I would be interested in designing and making a shirt for the wrestlers on the wrestling team to support this kid. And I said, yeah, no problem. So I did up a design. She approved it. And I'm figuring, I'm going to make 10, maybe a dozen shirts, for the wrestling team and the coaches and all. Well, she had to get approval from the school board. So she sent an email to the school board, one of the head honchos over there, to get approval to sell the shirts or to do the shirts for him. Well, not only did he approve it when he responded to the email, but he sent the email to all the schools in the district. So, and that's all the schools that we wrestle against. So here I am thinking I'm going to print, half a dozen, maybe a dozen shirts. It was over 100 shirts because all the schools that we wrestle against, they all bought support shirts and this and that and the other. So that threw me way off. And then my father had a heart attack. He had to have open heart surgery. And the day that he had a heart attack, I started feeling scratchy in the throat. And I was like, oh, shit. So I backed away from the hospital. And I told my mom, I said, I got to go to the house. I said, I'm sick. I said, I want to be around him. I said, just in case it's COVID. I come home next morning, I tested positive. So I had COVID for 6 days. Long story
What
short,
model?
huh?
What year and what model of
It was a
COVID?
19. It was a 19. So that passed. He came home a week ago today. He's doing real good. He's mobile. So the last 2 days I've spent tearing off the back porch. And a storage garage on the back porch. And then I went and got all the lumber and everything today for the ramp. So my uncle's coming over tomorrow morning, and we're going to start building the handicap access ramp to make it easier to get up and down and all this good stuff. And then I was just substituting part-time, working 2, maybe 3 days a week, which gave me plenty of time to do the shirts. Well, 2 teachers quit. So the principal came to me and asked me if I'd go full-time. So now I'm doing 8, 10, 12 hours a day at the school on top of all this. So yeah, it's been crazy around here. I've got several orders that need to be printed up. Some are just about finished. But yeah, y'all just bear with me. I apologize. Some of you, I know I've got, I think, a couple orders that I've had for over a month. And then some that just for a couple weeks. But here, very shortly, I'll be caught up and we'll be good to go once all this craziness goes away. But I want to thank everybody for all the prayers. That was awesome. But yeah, so I was way behind on everything. So what I did, the rendezvous is in 3 weeks, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the design that we settled on for the rendezvous. I've got the short sleeve shirt, long sleeve shirt, hoodie, already loaded onto the website. And I've also got a tab for the bundle. What I did for the bundle for you guys interested in just paying, having to click one button and get everything you want. This year I did a t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, hoodie, koozie, the rucksack, and a hoodie blanket in the bundle. And your discounts for memberships and subscribers on here, that 15% works, and the 20% discount works for the tier ones. So I did all that. It's 150. So if you're tier one, you get to take $30 off that price. If you just use the 1369 15% off code from now until I think midnight Monday, it'll pull I think 22 dollars off, I believe, the price, something like that. So I'm fixing to pull up the design here and show it to you guys. So yeah,
New shirt design.
do what?
New shirt design.
Yes, for the Rendezvous. As soon as it pulls up. Here we go. So I've got the designs for the Rendezvous, and then I've got one new design that I just did. And it was so stupid because last time I did the bundle, and I'm like, well, the discounts don't apply because I've already applied the discount, which was a pain in the ass. I'm like, why did I do that? Why don't I just put it up there? And then their discounts for being members and subscribers, they just use their discount. So it makes it easier on everybody. All right, here we go. Now, how do I get to this?
Y'all hang around. We got some more stuff to do and everything. I mean, we're gonna tonight. I've got a scenario that I think is actually a really good possibility. It may not be. I don't know, but I think it's a good possibility, and it's going to be it's a kind of disturbing actually. What's up, Red Dawn? C, how you doing? Bug Out Adventures, KP Heathen, Roots, how you doing?
Okay, here we go. All right, this is the new shirt release that has nothing to do with the Rendezvous. This is just a new design. And is it import? No, it's not pulling it up. I need to go to the website. Hang on, guys. Just bear with me.
What in the world are you doing over there? We're going channel surfing, y'all.
Right. Here we go. Well, that's cool because I can show the raffle ticket button too. All right, here's a new shirt design. It says, "Jail is temporary, memories are forever. Punch that motherfucker in the mouth." I like that shirt. That's the new design. It's up. And then this button here with just the picture of the Rendezvous design, that's the bundle that comes with t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, hoodie, koozie, the canvas rucksack, and the hoodie blanket. And on the blanket, I'm printing the it'll have the Rendezvous design on there, and it'll have the three content creators that are sponsoring the Rendezvous. That's me, Native, and Papa's Farm. So all those logos will be on the blanket. Here's the hoodie. And obviously the white part won't be white. It'll be green. That's just the part that I couldn't erase from the background of the design. So the white that you actually see will actually just be the color of the shirt, whatever color you choose. So we got the hoodie, long sleeve shirt, and a short sleeve shirt. And now while I got you here, I did a poll last night, and it was like 89% people said, yeah, postpone the blanket raffle redraw from tonight to next week to give people a chance to get tickets. But if you want to get a charity raffle ticket for the giveaway blanket, just click this button. It takes you to the page right here. You can add as many as you want. Say you want to get 5 raffle tickets.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at chat. I'm sorry.
Choose the number that you want. Click add to cart. Then come up here to where it says view cart. And then you come down here and you can double check it. You want 5 tickets, $5 a piece. Your subtotal is $25. And if you look down here, it automatically chooses the shipping for you. I already erased the tax. So this is a tax. There's no tax on this. It shows $10.20 shipping for a total of $35.20. What you do is you just come over here to the left-hand side where it says coupon code and enter coupon code Raffle. Hit apply coupon, and it didn't work. Is it Raffle or drawing? Let's try that again. All right.
Papas, what's going on?
Apply coupon.
Angela B.
Oh, the coupon's expired. I'm gonna have to go on and
Oh my gosh.
For another week. But what'll happen is when you put in the coupon code Raffle and hit apply coupon, it subtracts the 1020 and it gives you another choice here that says free shipping. You just click on it and it just charges you the price that their actual raffle tickets were. And
Right.
that drawing is going to be next Saturday night. First place is the blanket. Second place is a hoodie. Third place is the t-shirt. And all the people's names from the first drawing, you guys' names are still in the bucket. I haven't even opened this. I did open it to put the winners back in it, but it hasn't been opened. Everybody's name's still in here. And I'll add all the new names from this drawing, and then we'll draw for that next week.
What's up, fish sticks?
Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Boom. All right, cool. So, yeah. So the if you click on the bundle, it tells you what's in it. I think I forgot to put koozie, but it's t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, hoodie, koozie, rucksack, and blanket. That's in the bundle, or you can just, if you just want a shirt or whatever, that's fine too. But guys, please order as soon as you can. That way it gives me enough time to get them printed and get them done. If you know you want one, but you're probably not going to have the cash until the rendezvous, just email me and say, Ghost, I'll pay you at the rendezvous and I'll print it and bring it and we can square it there. It's not a big deal. But I will print quite a few extras and bring them with me for people. Hopefully I have your size and color that you want. But if you wanted to get one, definitely try to do it as early as you can. But I'll print right up to the moment that I pull out of here to come to the rendezvous. Okay, is that it? I think that's everything, I believe.
I don't know.
The members, I'm doing a members only live right after this stream. I checked, and a lot of the free memberships have expired. So I think it was like 46 or 47 people have been booted. So if you want to participate in the members only, you guys either get membered up or maybe somebody be nice and throw some gift ones out there before this stream ends so we can do the members only.
Sup, Hutch?
Oh, and I tried to figure out what it was, why it was not letting people get onto the website. I haven't had anybody complaining lately, but
there was 2 or 3 of us that couldn't get on it. It was the Google Chrome.
Was it Google Chrome? Yeah, because I use Firefox.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Google Chrome, and I wanted the. Yeah, but anyway, it's fixed.
Oh, okay. Look at Angela B throwing that big box of memberships out there. Thank you, Angela.
Hell yeah. Pilgrim, what's that? Oh, how?
Oh, how?
If she's here. I hadn't seen her. It'll gift.
Thank you, Angela. Tiger says, am I coming to Texas and Missouri? I'll be honest with you, Tiger. I fully plan on making the Missouri one. The only hitch in my giddy up was obviously I missed 2 weeks of work being sick and taking care of my father. And I just had to spend $600 in lumber and materials to build a handicap ramp. So it just depends on funds. If I have the funds, and maybe if me and Papa and some other people decide to carpool, obviously it'll be cheaper. So we'll see what happens. But I definitely plan on doing Missouri. I'm not sure about Texas. It just depends on the dates and how they work out. But we shall see. And did I just see Cherokee throw some memberships up in here? I sure did. Cherokee and Tiger. Look at y'all. Much appreciated, guys. Much, much appreciated. So, yeah. So, apparently, Yeah, Gma, I'm not sure what your thing is, but from now on, if you order something, just place the order once and email me and let me know. But for some reason, I think maybe it's because you've made so many orders that security wise, it's just hanging on to it, and it's making me have to approve it myself. But like all 5 of those times that you ordered last week, I had to go in and like manually delete 4 of them and then manually approve the one. So it's not a big deal. Just let me know ahead of time and I'll get you squared up. But it's only done that to you. It hasn't done it to anybody else. Kelsey, you like the shirt? I can't remember what design it was I did. I know it was the pink ink, but I can't remember which one it was. Anyway, I'm glad you like it, Kels. All right, so backwoods apparently. Oh, I forgot to put the damn thing up there. Hang on, let me get the banner going. Ticker. We'll do the tick. Everybody, you get 15% off of 1369. But let's put the yeah, we'll do the ticker, that one. And I'll manually go in and get that raffle ticket code. I'm gonna get it squared away right now while he's fixing to hit me with this scenario. Brett Backwood said he's got something that's really good, really scary, but it's very possible that it might actually happen. So
It's a possibility.
So what you're saying is my ex-wife might come to town?
It'd be worse than that.
I don't think so. You ain't met this bitch. Whew. Lord.
So anyway, I've been keeping an eye on several things, and there's been a lot of court stuff going on with the 2020 elections, and they have found massive. I mean, these judges they're ruling there's massive voter fraud. There was lots and lots of stuff, and in fact, they found out that Georgia deleted all the shit. Got rid of all the ballots. Oh yeah,
that's illegal. You got to hold those for I think 10 years, don't you?
They got rid of all this shit and deleted a bunch of stuff, man. It's a bad deal, man. So these court cases, have been going on for a while, and like I said, I've been keeping up with them, man. They've been showing them, and so they've been finding this massive voter fraud. Well, in South Carolina today, by the way, they were having them primaries or whatever, or whatever. And so multiple people was saying that they were turning them away because they said the internet was down. And so they couldn't vote. Now, I thought these machines were not supposed to be on the internet.
They're not.
Okay. So there's already some bullshit going on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there was Arizona, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia. Multiple of them have been having these court cases. And I'm talking about in the hundreds of thousands of votes in each state. So that would have easily overturned for Trump. Well, so anyway, so the scenario is, what if Trump goes in, wins all these states? You know what I'm saying? Goes in, wins all these states. He's the candidate, right? What if in the background somewhere, court case emerges, because there's a lot of them, man, and it's hard to find shit about them, to where they say it's some federal deep state, George Soros, backed court that has authority. What if they come out and they say, you know what? You're right, Trump. You absolutely did win. You won the 2020 election.
Yeah.
Now, here's the part. What if this deep state corrupt court system says you vacated your spot?
Can't.
Just hold on. Don't before see.
Oh, is this the scenario?
Yes.
I thought you was just talking shit.
No, listen. Just hear me out. So they come in and they say, you're absolutely right. And you vacated that seat. Now, 30 pence, 30 pieces of silver pence steps up and says, hey, he did vacate. He left. And stands up and do you realize that they could, and just hear me out, they could kick Trump to the curb over this? Who's going to tell them they can't? They've been stepping all over our Constitution already. The Supreme Court won't even take up a bunch of these cases. So if the right powerful judge comes up and says, Trump, you actually did win 2020. You vacated your spot. Therefore, you were elected twice. You had 2 terms. You are no longer eligible to run for president. Now, I know everybody, could be like, well, they couldn't do that. They can't do that. Well, how much things are they doing right now that they can't do? And who's gonna actually stand up? I mean, we see Biden has been caught with, God dang, man. I mean, it is so evident he's done pay to play. He's done, he's done treasonous shit and nothing's happening. So what do y'all think about that scenario? And what I mean? That could you imagine? Like I said, I mean, I'm talking just within a month or two, a couple of months of when we're supposed to vote, and they take Trump out. You're done. You were able to be elected twice to office, and you vacated that seat because you did not stay.
I think, I mean, that's a lot of liberals have actually said that when Trump was first saying the election was stolen, but don't quote me on this. I'm not sure of the actual wording, but in the amendment, I believe it states that you can only serve 2 terms as president. You're not president until you raise your hand and swear the oath. So even though we believe he won the election,
I understand
he
that.
did, but he didn't get sworn into office, so he's not serving as president.
But they can say that he vacated his seat before it was time.
They could say that, but the problem is then they're just admitting that they cheated and that they're admitting that Biden's illegitimate if they do that.
That's the point. They go to the court and they say that Trump, you actually won 2020, but Biden has been the illegitimate president, but because you vacated the seat.
He didn't vacate it. They swore in a new president. He was removed from office. Like, he was president all the way up until when Joe Biden, when he finished that oath. So he didn't voluntarily vacate the seat. But even if they accused him of that, then that would completely get him off the hook for all the J6 stuff, because that would legitimize it if they actually tried to, saddle him with the insurrection bullshit. But I mean, I hear what you're saying. I went back and read up on it a while back when I heard a bunch of liberals saying, well, if he was elected, he can't run in 2024. Yeah, but he didn't serve as president. I think it said the word will serve 2 terms.
And I understand all this. I'm telling everybody that this is a good possibility that they try this. And I'm just saying that there's a bunch of Democrats right now that have already came out and said, most all the Democrats in Congress has already come out and said that if the Supreme Court does not come out and make a ruling that he can actually even run for office because of, you know, the insurrection and all this, then they say they will not certify his election.
Well, here's the thing too. Now, but then they'll be breaking the law. But he
Well,
was never, he was never like they can't do anything about insurrection on the president because nobody. He was not charged with insurrection. He was not found guilty of, or I think he was charged, but he wasn't found guilty. And nobody that's in jail from J6 right now has been charged with insurrection.
exactly.
So they can't legitimately they can't say insurrection because according to their own courts they didn't charge him about. Now they may
Well,
have some
see,
people that are trying to charge with insurrection, but none of the plea deals have been for insurrection. Nobody's
yep,
been found. Nobody's been found guilty of insurrection. Put it that way.
Congress already voted on if Trump committed insurrection or not, and they could not get the votes. They
No.
did not achieve the 2/3 votes needed to be able to say
Why?
that he.
What worries me, man, is right now that they're just so nonchalant about Biden's running, and they're just nonchalant with Trump, but they're keeping Nikki Haley in it. She should have been out months ago. And it's like, and they're just kind of just like la la whatever. They haven't announced Gavin Newsom. They haven't announced Michael Obama. They haven't done none of that, which makes me think because they can't afford to lose. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Big Daddy T, he's got a fucking list. All right, all these judges and that bitch in New York and that bitch in Georgia, they're on the list. Somebody's coming for them. There's gonna be a retribution. It's gonna be all legal retribution. They ain't
Right.
gonna do nothing illegal.
But
But they're gonna have to
trust me.
answer. They're gonna have to answer for their crimes. But here's the problem: they got so much to lose if he gets back in office. I honestly think there's going to be a huge red flag event before the election, and they're going to suspend the elections. I think they're going to
Well,
suspend the election. I don't think we're going to have a 2024 election.
so you know, I just want to tell everybody, you know, that this particular deal, it come off a video that I seen, and this guy was talking about this, and this guy's only got like one video on his channel, and it this they talk about this. Okay, so all I'm getting at is legally in the right court, if you had the right kind of judge, I could see no problem them picking that apart and being like, yeah, no, y'all forced him out, man. Y'all was not, you know. I mean, there's newsreel after newsreel of them saying that Trump lost and he's not wanting to leave the office, and you know he needs to leave, and you know with the peaceful transfer of power and all that. But what I'm getting at is the corrupt system that we have. You've got to think of who is the president. You got to think of who is the president. You got to think of who's in charge of the military right now. It's Biden, regardless of who's pulling the strings or not. You know what I mean? The DOJ, the FBI, that's all his people. So I'm saying this could be a play that they are going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That this is going to be a play that is a possible thing to do. Well, and I agree with that, Devil Dog. But the problem is that when nobody stands up and does anything about it, then that's why we are in the way. We're at the place that we are. The Constitution, you know, the Bill of Rights and all that, that wasn't written to tell us what to do. Them were our rights. That was to tell the government what they couldn't do.
Hang on. Native just sent me a text that said he just got blocked from the chat.
What?
Yeah, he just sent me a text, said he got blocked from the chat.
Was it by somebody? I don't see it.
I think, I seen him say hello, and that was it.
Now Hutch said the other day that he couldn't post. Like he got in chat timeout by Google, YouTube's.
They did that to me last time I was live. They did it to can't remember who they did it to. See, now I can't even see Native's chats that he put up.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. I don't see it either.
Because he just said something a few minutes ago. He said hey to us.
Because if somebody would have blocked him, it would have.
And he's got a wrench.
Well, okay, see, yeah, it would take.
That has to be a Google mod, but why would they? He didn't say anything controversial. He said, hey, backwoods and ghost.
Yeah. And hey, Native, if you're still listening, that's yeah, because we would be able, mods would be able to see if he would, if you know, because if you have a mod that is like the top mod or whatever, you can give like someone the authority to like even time out mods and shit, other mods.
Yeah, that's called. I think is it a managing mod or whatever?
Yeah, man, something like that. I'm looking. Yeah, I don't see Natives chat at all now.
Not one single little bit.
That's fucked up. Come on, YouTube, Google, man, y'all cut that shit out. Jesus.
I mean, I could understand it if he'd have said something controversial. I mean, Bug Out Bushido's been throwing some sideways shit in the chat since he got here. If anybody in the chat should have been sent to the closet, it would have been him, not Native. Because all he said was hello, literally.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Mods, we would be able to see if one of the mods would have done it. We would be able to see it, because it puts it up there. So and so timed out so and so or blocked so and so.
The Native, does it say that you were blocked or timed out, or did it say anything, or did it just kick you from the chat and not let you respond? Because it did it to somebody. I can't remember who it was. That is some bullshit. Free Native voice, right? That's pretty bad. They chase him down on other people's channels.
So I don't know. Maybe you can find out.
Like
it may be.
Won't give me on. It said it kicked him from the chat.
It may be Google, man. They've been timing people out in chats, dude, and just because Hutch was saying the other day, he wasn't able to post on stuff.
And it did it to somebody on my stream 2 weeks ago. Shit, can't remember who it was now. It wasn't Moose. It was.
Well, anyway, yeah.
But I went in and checked all the people that are blocked. There's only like 5 people blocked from my channel, and yeah. I don't know what the fuck that bullshit is. Well, we can fix it real quick. Native, I'm fixing to email you the link. You can come up here and say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Come up here and cuss YouTube and Google.
Right.
I heard Elon is talking about making a search engine to compete with Google.
That'd be nice.
Fuck, I'd use it. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of rabbit hole some of this stuff.
Betty Daly's blocked too. Betty just emailed me.
Yeah, they did it to Rabid too.
I'm sorry, Betty. I don't know what's going on. It's done to Native as well. Yeah, it was Rabid Coyote last time, Red Dawn. That's right. I'm sorry, Miss Betty.
Yeah, that's out of our hands, man. We can't.
It said they need to go to Google settings. Who does? They do?
So, yeah, they do.
So you're saying native voice needs to go into Google settings and do what? Like answer questions, say I'm sorry. I don't. What does he need to do? You need to type it so he can see it, or type it to me and I'll read it so he can hear it. He can hear everything we're saying. He just can't get on the chat.
Gmal, Merkel, that's late tonight and backstage.
Right. And Papa, I'm done. I kept 5 dozen of those eggs here with me, and I took the rest to school. Man, them fucking things got scarfed up in about 30 minutes. Like, they were like, more eggs. They're censoring people in regards to what we're talking about. Yeah, but why native? He didn't say shit. All he said was, "Hey, Ghost and Backwoods."
Hey, Terry.
That was it.
See you, Hutch.
Yeah, so apparently, native, you need to go to Google settings and
what's up, Craig?
Give a blowjob or a hand job or something.
It'll show under settings. He has to agree with some crap. It has to do with YouTube. Give me a second.
Okay, you got to get spanked. you gotta go talk to the teacher. $15 dozen, sweet. I'll probably be ready. Probably come up next weekend. I'm gonna email you later, Papa, either tonight or text you either tonight or tomorrow or something. I got an idea for the rendezvous. See if you think it's doable. I hadn't even been able to keep up with the list of who's coming or nothing. It's just everything's been chaotic as shit. But I changed the expiration date on the raffle code for free shipping to get rid of the shipping charge on getting raffle tickets. If any of you guys want to get some tickets to stand a chance on winning that blanket, first place is the blanket, second place is a hoodie, third place is a shirt. And the blanket, the hoodie blanket will that's part of the bundle for the rendezvous bundle. It's a short sleeve shirt, long sleeve shirt, hoodie, koozie, hoodie blanket, screen printed with the logos, and the canvas rucksack. And I gotta tell you, that rucksack is sweet as shit. I sent Native the link. I was hoping he'd come up, but I guess he ain't. Yeah, I can see that, something like that sideways shit they would do backwoods just to tie it up in court to where he can't assume office. You know what I mean? But I honestly think we're gonna have a big red flag. Some people said it'll be another lockdown. I can see them trying to do another lockdown, but they're gonna have a hell of a time enforcing it. Obviously they'll do that mail-in bullshit again, but I think that's one of the reasons why they're bringing, over 20-some million illegals are in here right now that we know of.
Well,
that's one of the reasons why they're doing that, because everybody's gonna have mail-in ballots. They won't be able to track them. There's no voter ID, so they can just make up numbers just like last time.
Yeah, but he's going to win most of the states, man. And
Dude, he won California. I promise you, he won California in 2020.
But all I was saying is that with the dirty court system, they're not. None of these court cases are falling apart against him. You had the one judge up there. That was a farce, man. I mean, what they did to him, and that how the Supreme Court should have stepped up, or one of the higher up courts should have stepped up and said, yeah, no, you can't do this.
That you just made me think of something. Patrick Bet David, if any of you guys
Yeah.
watch the PBD podcast, he
Yeah.
did a clip today, and he did a gift. What you have to get a gift card. Still want that order. Pretty irritated with the bank. Just email me, Gma. I've got your order. It went through. All right, it went through. I just hadn't had a chance to print it yet with all this craziness going on with my dad. But like anytime you order something, Gma, order it once and then email me and say I placed the order, because for some reason for your orders I have to manually approve it. I think it's because you spent so much money on the site. They want to make sure that nobody stole your card. Yeah. But anyway, so PBD, somebody else. All right, so that judge ruled that Mar-a-Lago was only worth $18 million. So PBD found an article from 1981. The original owner that built Mar-a-Lago, the lady, I can't remember her name, but after she passed away, they listed it for sale for $20 million in 1981. And this judge is saying it's only worth $18 million. Well, he pulled up Realtor.com in that area, and the very first listing on Realtor.com was 2 acres. 2 acres. Nothing on it but grass. Not a fucking tree, nothing, just grass. $200 million. Just by that math alone, Mar-a-Lago, just the land alone, Mar-a-Lago is worth close to $2 billion. And they're saying 18 million. So yeah, it's pretty messed up. I think they're gonna keep doing. They're coming after him that way for his money. I think they're gonna start fucking with Elon Musk. The only thing that's saving Elon Musk, though, I think, is the government using his rockets to get their shit into space. Once they figure out how not to have to utilize him for that, I think they're gonna come after him, or they're just gonna come after SpaceX and federalize it. Just take his shit. All it takes is a stroke of a pen, especially if you're in wartime. It's crazy, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a red flag event. I think it's going to be all out war, like some crazy bullshit. I think it's going to be attack. I think there's going to be an attack here stateside, at least one. But where they would really get some momentum, if it's multiple coordinated attacks in different parts of the country, that's when they'll be legitimately able to just shut shit down. All right, Yankee. Hey, Yankee, about your order, I would have had it finished and mailed out to you. I'm not going to lie, but I have to redo the G-Ma Nana shirt. I finished the entire fucking shirt. And when I was drying the flag patch, the Ghost Designs patch, I finished the front of the shirt, the back of the shirt, everything. I held the heat gun on it too long, and it put a brown spot here where it scorched the shirt. So I'm gonna fucking redo it. Or if you want it, it's just a little light brown mark right here on the shoulder. If you want it, I'll send it to you, and then I'll just print you up another shirt for free or something. Because I hate to just trash the shirt, because everything else on it's perfect. It's just got a little brown spot right there. I thought about just getting some white spray paint and spray painting over it, but I was like, nah, I better not do that. What's up, Roots?
Roots, what's happening, girl?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be something fucking. I could see it, Seattle, LA, New York, Dallas, or Houston, maybe Miami, and then somewhere in the Midwest, just like some random coordinated, like similar shit, like where the post office. I don't think they'll do like a government type building, but it'll be something with like multiple people, and just declare some kind of state of emergency and just lock it down. At least that's what I think they're going to do. I don't know. I could be wrong. It happened once before.
Well, I just think that, like I said, man, that's a scenario that I believe that could happen. That's kind of a fucked up scenario because, people, they, it's real easy to holler Constitution and holler this and holler that. That's against the law. But I mean, that's basically what has, I mean, the border, man, that's really not legal for what Joe Biden is doing on the border. Because number one, we have no clue of who's coming in. And so you got all these people coming over. There's people the other day that they took video of that's got 511 tactical gear on.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, fighting age males. And so, when they start doing these kind of things, Joe Biden, it's very obvious what he's doing is not correct. And it's illegal. They're funding this, and, they're giving aid and comfort to our enemies. If you think about it, man, when you because a lot of these people, they are actually criminals. They're like wanted and shit that they're finding, and they're finding that they've been giving them cards and stuff like that. So they've been giving them money. So that's aid and comfort, putting them in hotels and things like that. So, I mean, Joe Biden, my personal opinion is he is committing treason right in front of our face, and nobody's doing nothing about it. That's why I say that it could real easily go to them screwing Trump like that. You think about that for a minute, man. And then Mike Pence could step up because he would be the savior of the GOP party. Think about that. There's a lot of people in the GOP party that do not like Trump. They would vote against him in a fucking heartbeat. And if they did that, they could come in and say, hey, thank you. Because since he was the vice president, Mike Pence, he was the vice president, and he goes in there and he testifies in front of the court that, yes, Trump did leave. He's done, if you think about it, dude, he's done took his silver coin, his 30 pieces of silver. There's a video of it right there in the damn, that you can find where right inside there, they walked up and handed him a silver coin, a big old giant silver coin, man. So if you put that stuff together, I could see where they're getting ready to screw him, and that might be another reason why Nikki Haley is staying in. Number one, she's just trying to pull as many voters as she can away from Donald Trump. She knows she has no chance in hell to win. She is not going to be a Democrat, and people hate Nikki Haley. And so. When you put all that together, man, it's real easy to see that they could take and like I said, Mike Pence goes right in there in the court. He stands and puts his little hand on the Bible and swears to what he's about to say and says, yes, Donald Trump vacated the spot. He didn't put up any kind of a fight. He could have stayed in there.
Yeah, but if they do that, it's going to bite them in the ass with the whole insurrection defense. I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I think they have the balls to actually try to do that, but it won't wash simply because of the words in the amendment. It says shall not serve more than 2 terms. He only served 1 term, and you only get to serve the term when you're elected, when you raise your hand. That's why when you're reelected, you have to raise your hand again. It's the end of 1 term and the beginning of a 2nd term. He didn't begin his 2nd term.
Yeah, but all I'm trying to get at is that everybody
will do some shady shit.
Everybody keeps pointing back to the Constitution. Well, this says, that says. I mean, the Constitution says that shall not be infringed. I mean, that's pretty fucking plain and simple, man. I barely graduated high school, and I can understand the Second Amendment very well. You know what I'm saying? And they have muddled it up, and that's why there are so many fucking laws out there. and that's why they continually try to pass laws against our Constitution. It's illegal for. Here's a good one for you. It's illegal for them to fucking vote, for these illegals to vote, and yet they just put a CCP fucking woman in charge of the voting rules,
and she can't even
in
vote.
California, and she can't even vote, but she's in charge of the fucking voting rules.
Red Dawn Readiness has a very good point. All they have to do is challenge him long enough to swear in another president. Once they swear somebody in,
that's my
it.
point.
It's game over. It's game
over. That's my point. The GOP comes out and says, "Hey, Mike Pence has been the savior of this. He has been our savior, and you know he's bringing back the GOP, and it's going to be new. And I'll guarantee you this: anybody that'll sell their soul off the way Mike Pence did, a fake fucking Christian motherfucker, man. You know what I'm telling you, he's going to come out and he'll be like, I'm not really against, you know, the transgenders and you know, and all this stuff, man. You know, I just think everybody needs to get along. You see what I'm getting at?
Right.
Very easy for him to be all of a sudden the savior, and he's the GOP nominee.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
and who the fuck's going to go out and vote? You know, if they did that and kept Trump out of there long enough and kept his name off the ballot, who the fuck's going to go out and vote at that point? You'd be like, fuck it. You know, it's already hard enough to get people to go and vote because a lot of people don't believe it works.
I think Rabid Coyote hit the nail on the head. All they got to do is cause enough controversy, just like last time, to get somebody sworn in. Because when you swore in, you're president. That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, and I think they'll stop. Honestly, I think they're gonna either shove Gavin Newsom down our throat, or they're gonna shove Michael and Gavin down our throat. Because they're holding it to make a big splash. They're saving it to the end.
Who?
The big splash would be Michael.
Oh,
and Gavin as her VP. Because he's very presentable. The guy can talk. He's a good-looking dude. He's professional looking. He looks like he could be in charge. You know what I mean? Mike Pence is a fucking idiot. He looks like he needs help getting from A to B. You know, he can't talk. He can't public speak. He can't debate worth shit. Gavin Newsom can talk some shit. I'll give him credit where credit is due. He did real well in that debate with Peckerwood from Florida.
Well, see, the problem with writing Trump in, Moose Man and Tiger, is when, you know, we could write in Trump, but if they've decided at the time that he's had 2 terms, regardless if it's legal or not, regardless of what the fuck, just go past all that.
A lot of states have made it illegal to write in. They don't accept write-in ballots.
Some states do, but they could cast your ballot to the side and call it ineligible because at the time he is ineligible to run.
Yeah, that's exactly what they'll do.
And so I agree 100%, Moose Man. He has not had 2 terms. I agree 1,000%, man. This is not a scenario I'm trying to sell y'all that I think they're going to, you know, this is what I believe. I'm saying this is something that could happen. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I believe that the Democrats could pull.
Oh yeah,
I mean it's not out of the.
Look at the rest of the shit they've been doing for the last 3 years. All the illegal shit they're doing.
Right.
I mean, flat out illegal shit. It's like with him forgiving the student loans. That's illegal. The Supreme Court said no, you can't do that. He's doing it any fucking way. It's illegal. You know, all these people are so happy their student loans got forgiven. What happens when the Supreme Court goes and says, nah, that was illegal? The loans are reinstated. They're going to come back and they're going to give you the loans back with interest.
The whole world don't give a shit. The whole world is sending all of their fucking jailbirds and prisoners and all their bad people. They're sending them here. The world don't give a shit about the United States.
There's a reason they still got Joe out front. You'll know when the decision's made because he's going to pardon his son. He's going to pardon his brother. He's going to pardon everybody involved in that whole bullshit. He don't need to pardon himself because the courts have already ruled he's too fucking senile to stand trial. So he's good to go. Once he pardons everybody, he's checking out. So that's just, and unless he checks out earlier than then, and then there's already an agreement that whoever takes over is going to pardon Hunter and his brother and all the rest of them. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they're fucking untouchable. I mean, what are you gonna do?
That's all I'm getting at, man, is that the shit that we've seen, I
Yeah.
mean, the you got Georgia representatives over there that, they're destroying, the voting records. We've got Congress up there stock trading that,
That
I
is
mean, dude,
illegal as fuck. You have to keep. I think you have to keep the ballots and all the voting records for. I think it's either 10 or 12 years. It's a period of time that you
yeah.
have to keep all that shit, physical stuff, in a box somewhere. And they don't. If they threw them away or deleted them, that's fucking huge.
Well,
Like,
see, and the fact that the Supreme Court has already ruled that Joe Biden cannot forgive student debt. So they've already ruled it, and just a couple of days ago, he said, "I'm relieving, a million, couple million, 10 million. I don't remember what the number was.
yeah, he's not. He's not
Dollars
doing
and
it as an executive order. He backdoored it with some other uh, way to do it, to where on paper it looks legit, to where they're actually going through and they're sending out the mail telling people your shit's been forgiven, but they're fixing to get another letter. No, it ain't forgiven. That was illegal. You got to pay.
well, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, they just do shit anyway. They do shit to see what sticks, and they could tie it up. You know what I'm saying? They could tie it up. What's up, Pure Blood? Rip Curl.
But
That
Red Dog Ready just hit the nail on the head, man. I wasn't even thinking about that. All they got to do is just confuse everybody long enough to swear somebody else in, because once you put your hand on whatever book it is they put their hand on, because the last few times it has not been a Bible, and they swear the oath, it's done. It's over with.
That's it. That's what I'm getting at. Just tie it up long enough. That's it.
Look, they can't even fucking impeach this idiot. But now they can impeach Donald Trump on a whim. On a Monday, let's impeach him. Come Wednesday, they already got the orders drawn up and it's approved. It's like he didn't do any fucking thing. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. All right, 3 minutes, guys. We got 3 minutes till we switch over to the membership. Members only live. So if you're not membered up and you want to hang out for another hour or so, get membered up. It's only what, $1.99, I think, unless you do tier 1. Tier 1's $9.99, and you get your own code for ghostdesigns.shop. You get a specific personal code for you that's good for 20% off anything, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, whenever. And just ask several of the ones in the chat that are tier 1, and especially G Monana. She's wearing that fucking code out.
Well, my damn phone is going off tonight.
So yeah, if you're not membered up and you want to participate and let's get back in the groove, then please get membered up. If not, no hard feelings, but we're switching to the members only here in about 2 minutes. So yeah, I want to once again thank all you guys for being patient with me for this chaotic last 2 months of my life. It's just been fucking crazy, like crazy. Because initially it was like I was set. I was just gonna work, 2, maybe 3 days a week at the school, and then be able to come home and print shirts in the afternoon and at night. But I had to go full time because 2 teachers quit. That means instead of my day being 7, maybe 8 hours a day. Now it's 8 to 10 hours a day. With lesson plans and all that crap. So yeah, that ate up a lot of time. And then with all the personal stuff with my father and myself getting COVID again, and having to do that. And I don't think if anybody got their feelings hurt because I put the shirts for the little boy with cancer ahead of all the orders. I mean, because I shut down everything and I prioritized that just simply because it had to be done within a week and within 2 weeks, and he may not be here that much longer. If anybody's upset about that, email me and I'll refund your money on your order. Not a big deal. But I don't think anybody would be upset prioritizing that little man ahead of them. But yeah, if you want to get raffle tickets, go to the website, click the button that says raffle tickets, choose the amount you want, all the way through to checkout. It'll charge you shipping. It doesn't charge you tax, but it shows shipping on the left-hand side where it says coupon code. Type in the word raffle, all lowercase, hit coupon thing, and it will remove the shipping. It'll give you an option to click to remove the shipping. So it just charges you for the tickets, no tax and no shipping. If you don't want to do it through the website, you can do it through my Cash App. Somebody just posted it. There it is. Miss Sharon posted it. You can do it through my Cash App. It's hashtag Ghost Designs 1369. And every $5 increment that you cash at me will count as one ticket for the drawing. So if you send $20, that's 4 tickets. I'll write your number on 4 separate pieces of paper. They go in the bucket, and then we'll do the drawing next week. But yeah, everybody that purchased tickets the first time, your names are still in the bucket. So if you bought 20 tickets 2 months ago for the raffle, those 20 pieces of paper are still in the bucket. Your number's the same. I got everything wrote down. So it'll be all legit, above board, and we'll do it just like we did last time. Yeah, it does. All right, it is 10:01. I believe we're going to stick a fork in this. I'm going to run to the little boys' room and then switch over. Ghost Design, I take credit cards, Cherokee. We'll switch over to the members only. So you guys give me a couple minutes to go handle, the personal business, and I will. Yeah, I believe you were 17, Yankee, but I've got the list written down with everybody's name on it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then we'll fire up the members only stream, and we will continue it over there. So signing off. I will see you guys on the members only in about 2 or 3 minutes.
See y'all.